And we are live Wednesday night. You know how we do 94 feet of life basketball for the people, by the people. Trav is in the building. Ham is at work. Now, tune in to Sports 56 on YouTube, on the app, on the radio Thursday, and I'm sure we will hear about Ham's work trip. Um, that's all we can say. That's all we gonna say. It's his story to tell. But look, subscribe to the YouTube, join the Facebook group 94 Feet of Light. We are here to talk about the ladies. Last week we didn't get to it, so we got to come back around. The women's college basketball season, regular season, ends this weekend coming up. Their first conference tournaments are going to begin, I believe, like next Wednesday. The SEC, I believe, starts next Wednesdays, and once we hit March, we rolling. So we want to get into the ladies, Trav, talk about people who haven't been tuned in or plugged in, what they need to watch out for. So I'm gonna start with you, man. What's sort of your opening statement?
My opening statement for this is TCU.
Let's start with. So we're gonna start the Big 12 TCU. What do people got to look for?
You better look for Olivia Miles. This is not the Olivia Miles from Notre Dame. Them days over
No.
with. This is a whole. We knew she had it in her arsenal. We knew it. This is a healthier, stronger. She can do whatever. That is her ball club, and she's running it the way she wants to run it. If she want to go pace and space, she can go. She want to go screen and roll action, she can do that. You too late, you bagging off, she's spraying you with the Econo spray paint chunk. Everything she wants to do, she is doing it and some. Have her stock rise from last year to this year? No. What's 2-1? What's the difference between that and WNBA? Because that's what's about to happen, in my opinion. Because
Yeah.
this young lady is probably the best player, the best playmaker in Division 1 women's college basketball today.
She's become the one thing that's changed about her game is that she's a much better shooter than she was at Notre Dame. Her shot has come along now that you can't go under on them screens. You can't play way off of her off the dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she making every play right now. So she's going to watch. I want to stay in that conference. You talk about they got Iowa State. Iowa State right now, uh, Abby Brown got hurt a couple weeks ago and it's kind of just getting back. Iowa State just simply got to do this. We got the most dominant inside presence in the women's game,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they try to not ride Audi too much because of I'm sure it's because of her size and the conditioning.
Yeah.
But you got to give her the ball. If every possession she got to get 2 feet in the paint and they got to throw her the ball.
If if it
I
if
think
it's if it's 2 feet, if I agree with you wholeheartedly. 2 feet in the paint, it's mandatory. It's
it's automatic
mandatory.
too. It's almost
It's
automatic too.
mandatory. If she got to work to get to the block, you still give it to her because she's unselfish. She's very unselfish.
Mhm.
She know how to pass the ball. She know how to create for her teammates. At the same time, though, you don't. Your others have to make it better because she's for here on out, she's going to see double teams.
Mhm.
And they playing you like like the Thompson twins out here for Houston and LA and Detroit, they playing you 15 and in. It's gonna be kind of tough. But
Yeah.
one person that can get her the ball is the transfer from Arizona, Williams.
Yeah, she's nice. She's nice. She's nice. So I think Iowa State, even though right now they kind of out the rankings right now. I still like them.
Hmm.
I still like them a lot.
Hmm.
Uh, Going down the stretch. Now in the SEC, I think this is where sort of the meat of the conversation is. You got a couple things happening in the SEC that I'm gonna say this: if people haven't watched the women's game all year, if you don't watch nothing else, watch the SEC women's tournament.
Hmm.
They got plenty. We can start with South Carolina has lost players, transfer portal to the WNBA. It has rolled, and they have continued to roll. Um, Joyce Edwards might be the least talked about great player
Yes.
in the women's
Yes.
game. She just
Yes.
she you don't see her get a lot of headline, even though she playing that a blue blood program like South Carolina. She doesn't get a lot of headline. Raven Johnson is a winner.
Hmm.
Um, they've incorporated some new pieces and some young players. Now, South Carolina to me, just as
It's
dangerous they've been any other year.
Man, it is one person that has stepped it up big time. The way she dressed, big shot playing basketball, you may not like, but when she's moving without that ball and shooting it, she's one of the country's best. Tessa Johnson is shooting the cover
He,
off that
ooh,
ball.
she got the quickest release, I think, in college basketball. Like off the catch, off the dribble, gone. She gets the thing out of there. In us in the SEC, then we talk about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt plays into the theory that I have even sometimes about the men's game. Who got the best player on the floor? And we're gonna talk about the young lady who I think is the best player in the country later on. But the absolute second best player in the country to me is Michaela Blakes at Vanderbilt.
Lord, and her sidekick is fitting with her. The young lady
Galvin
that
is
yes,
yeah,
she
Galvin the
fits her
point guard is
game.
nice.
They fit each other. That may be the best backcourt in the nation.
Yeah,
That may be the best backcourt in the nation to me. But Michaela Blake's, she just know how to play. That is, you know what? They they got a shot in winning the national title.
right.
They have a very legitimate shot. But player for player, a team built besides their team in stores, Vanderbilt is the best put together team in college in women's college basketball. In my opinion. It's just my opinion.
Okay.
They are very I'm talking about every piece works well together. Who would have thought the women of Vanderbilt would
Yeah.
be this good?
Yeah.
Well, we see it today.
I watched them play a couple times. I think the Vanderbilt, the only question is going to be with Vanderbilt is going to be if they post, they got a couple of really good inside players. If they
Yes.
get production out of the young lady's name was escaping me, but I've seen her play a couple times.
Are you talking about the young lady number 35?
Yes,
Yes, big
yes.
shouldered. Yes, yes.
If they get consistent production out of her, they're gonna be a very tough out because that just gives more space for Blakes to work on the perimeter.
Hmm.
And right now, I haven't seen anybody really contain Michaela Blakes off the dribble all year.
Mm-mm.
all year. Now the team to me, and these two teams to me are so related. We're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to another conference, another team here shortly. But Texas feels like Trav. When is this? Is this your time? Like
It,
when does your time come up? And Texas has been knocking at that door, knocking at that door. They've been perennial top five team for years, for the last like 2, 3 years now, with Madison Booker and Rory Harmon. But it just feels like, is this gonna be when they finally can kick the door in?
I, they're not. They're not.
Mm,
It's I can't see it because of the simple fact of their outside shooting.
and that's what we wait, and that's what we waiting to see. What happens? Their outside shooting has been a question mark for years.
You have one of the top five best players on your team that cannot be stopped. She can do whatever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Madison Book can do whatever she wants. However, she's she got 35 for a reason at Texas.
Yeah,
She's that good. She's that good. But she got to have the outside help so everything won't cave in on her. Everything is caving in on her to the point to where she can't operate the way she wants to operate. She's still gonna make them tough shots, but how much can you ride on her back to advance? And that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. They got Hall, they got Lee, they got a couple other pieces, but somebody else is gonna have to make shots for Texas, for them to see a Final Four, possibly have a shot at national championship because they got everything else, but the shooting is is a little is inconsistent. And then we still in the SEC. You got LSU, Flage, who is a winner, one of the toughest competitors, a hard nose. But Trav, what you say this about LSU every game? Tell the people what you say about LSU
You gotta run
every
your
game.
you gotta run it through 12. You gotta run it through Michaela Williams. You have to. They just that's at this point, it's coaching. At this point, it's coaching. It is coaching. You have to run your stuff through 12. Oh man, it looks like it's a team, but then it's Flage. Flage going up, down the flow, up and down the flow. It's like when you in playing in one of those little Saturday 7-year old leagues,
Yeah,
and a person get the ball on a rebound, and you hear the other side where their parents at, they be like, "Go, go, go, keep going, keep going." And then that kid goes and look up and make a layup.
yep.
That's Flage for LSU.
The Flage Michaela Williams full Wiley fit has not been what I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's not. That's not gonna be. That's not gonna be until next year
It
because
is
Flage is gonna
not.
be because
Yeah,
Flage gone.
I think when Flage leaves, assuming full Wiley stays, you can never assume in this transfer portal era.
Right.
But that fit has not. It's not as dynamic as I thought it was gonna be. I
Because
thought it was gonna be.
it's too many of the same type of player. Flage
Yeah.
and Fort Wiley are somewhat of the same. That's why Fort Wiley is proudly coming off the bench. She's proudly, I mean,
Hmm.
because she's gonna get the minutes. That was her thing with South Carolina. She wouldn't want to get those minutes. She don't care about coming off the bench. It's all about getting the minutes.
Then you look at
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma. Yes, folks, we are still in the SEC. SEC rough. You got Oklahoma with the inside outside Beers and Chavez. Oklahoma to me is dangerous because when you got an inside outside duo like that, and Chavez not it hasn't been like supernova like a lot of people thought it's gonna be, but Chavez is talented enough that hey, in a short series, in a over the course of a weekend, as our main man, Coach Les, join us. We are going to be doing a 105 hoops draft hit here shortly. Chavez and Beers is a tough one too.
It's that time, Big Shot. It's that time. We're gonna. It's tournament time. A person like Chavez, it's that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's giving me that Trey Young feel.
Yeah,
She got to get in that tournament, and once she
yeah,
gets in that tournament, you gonna see
yeah.
she gonna cut
She,
up.
yeah, she could. She one of them. I can get hot for 2 weekends.
Exactly.
I get hot for 2 weekends. Next thing you know, I'm in the regional. I'm in a regional. Oklahoma's the fourth seed, but they in the regional final all of a sudden because
Mm-hmm.
she didn't got hot, Beers didn't got hot.
Then they got a favorable. They got a favorable
You get a
schedule.
favorable, yeah, you get the favorable matchup. In the Big Ten, to me, just like with Texas, UCLA has done everything but win the national title. Lauren Betts, Kiki Rice has done. They didn't probably. I think they done won 120 some games in 4 years. They've gone Elite Eights, Final Fours. This is another one like Texas. Like it's your time.
It's
It's your time at some
same
point.
situation. You're exactly right. It's the same situation. It's the same situation. It's the same situation with Lauren Betts.
Same
It's the
thing.
same situation. Like you got to make outside shots for her inside to work.
UCLA UCLA women. They are the women version of Gonzaga.
Hmm.
And y'all
Mm.
know how Gonzaga won 28 games every year. You could write 28, 29, 30, 31 wins for
Book
Gonzaga
it,
every year.
book it, book it.
They don't win it. It's just gonna be a matter of what they do in March, and that's UCLA. UCLA is running the Big Ten. They probably gonna win the Big Ten. Like I think they're gonna go like 20 to 20. When you add the tournament and the regular season, they're gonna have like 21-0. They've mauled the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
But what's gonna happen in March?
That's the main thing, man. That's the main thing.
That's all we waiting on. And the same thing with the old dog in the northeast corner who got, and you got UConn who just is UConn. They tear up everybody. And
Stores
here was the
versus
thing
the
with
field.
UConn, because
Stores
UConn
versus the field.
UConn gets the accusation the Big East is soft. They play the weak schedule.
It's still UConn.
They
I
still
watched UConn maul other Power Five conferences team. They mauled Tennessee, beat
yes,
the beat the hell out of Tennessee.
yes.
We watched them in the national championship last year. We love Dawn. They smacked South Carolina up and down that floor for 2 hours. Beat the hell out of them. And we talk about having the best player in the country. UConn got the best player in the country. Nobody got an answer for Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong is
Strong enough.
she
Bingo, 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 bingo. Dude, bottom line, WNBA to draft underclassmen, she's the number one player in the draft.
yeah. In 2027, she the number one player, assuming that she decides to come out. She the number one player.
She's number one player in the draft. That's
Only
how good
a
she is.
healthy. It's like this. A healthy Juju is the only person better than her
Better than
at
her.
this level. Is the only person better than her at this level.
Mm-hmm.
And UConn again. They UConn.
And we ain't even said nothing about Ozzy Fudd, which probably the number one player
Who is
in
a
this
top
year's
five?
draft.
Who a top five pick? So I think right now, depending on how the bracket shape up, I think it's UConn, it's UCLA, it's South Carolina, and maybe Vanderbilt, possibly. But I think if UConn, UCLA, and South Carolina end up in separate brackets, all three of them go to the Final Four.
I know SEC will have two. We'll have two number ones. SEC will have two number ones.
They probably will. They probably had to one or two.
UConn is one. It's all about their west side. Who's gonna get the west?
Yeah.
But they don't even do theirs like that though.
The interesting thing will be if form holds, who gets put on the side with UConn? Like, does UCLA get put on the side with UConn? Or does South Carolina get put on the side with UConn? That'll
They'll
be
love, you know what? They'll love to see that. They'll love to see that. They'll
yeah.
love to see that.
Well, look, we got a special guest. He ain't no guest. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? We got our main man and founder of 105 Hoops coming through with the weekly draft hit. Our main man, Coach Les. Coach Les dropped the top 5 stock risers. 105 Hoops on Instagram. He on all the social. We're going to let him plug it. Who are the top 5 stock risers this week, Les?
We got the graphic up. I want to show the people.
I got you in just a moment.
So while Trav getting the graph up, Les, let me ask you something. As of today, this can change. We all know this is going to change. Is it still as the best guard in this draft, despite all of the noise around him? Is it still Darren Peterson as the best guard in the draft? Maybe not the
Yes.
number one overall pick, but he's still the best guard in the draft.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll take him. Yeah, he's the best guard in the draft. I at the end of the day, when it comes to when you get to the combine, when he gets to Chicago, and the interviews and all the smoke will settle, all the smoke will, settle. And that's just how I put it. It's
Right.
hard to deny the talent. It's just hard to deny that. Like they can say he's not doing this, and he told no lies when he said that when he came out and spoke yesterday, he's like, I'm pretty antisocial. I don't really it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like I know like I know people that know him well, and
Mm-hmm.
he's not a bad kid. He's not a bad person. He's a true basketball person. Like he really loves the game. Because you got to think about it this way. And it's been said before, and I hope the masses can understand. We would know about this if he wasn't trying to go out there and play.
True.
Right?
That's fair.
We
That's fair.
we would not know this if he was trying to, because they could say undisclosed injury, hamstring pull, whatever it is, they can just say that. And so for for uh for that matter, you know, It's just nah, yeah, he's still the best.
Still the best.
I'm
All
still the
right, Trey, let's
best.
get the graphic up. Top five stock rise. I'm gonna have Les do a quick hit on these top
All
fives and kind of
right.
explain to us why and what's happening.
This is no particular order. This is no particular order. This is just, five guys. So I'll start with number one, Amari Allen at Alabama. Big positional size. He's starting to trend more towards the teens now. At first, you had a lot of people taking him, back at the end of the first round, a potential, playoff team. Like I look at fits for him, the New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers, but he might not be around when they get that pick, when those guys get that pick, because he's moving into the teens. And quick for the people, think of a OG Anunoby type player.
Okay.
So keep him in mind. Number two, Cameron Carr. The kid's story is incredible. Incredible. Um, Transfer from Tennessee. He struggled. He left at semester Tennessee last year, and he was early in the year, he was on boards in the top 10 last year, but it just didn't work out for him. He had a rough sophomore year. Transferred to Baylor, he got a new change of scenery and all of the talent, the skills, the athleticism. Um, it's starting to show. He played great last night against Arizona. So definitely someone to look at. Somebody that can probably go maybe back of the lottery. So keep him in mind as this goes along. Hopefully Baylor can, make a push and try to get into tournament or some kind of postseason so, the people can see him more. And speaking of Arizona, perfectly going to Braden Burries. Braden Burries is a mature freshman, body as far as his body, his athleticism. He's had some he had a tough stretch there. Um, you know, before he played Baylor last night, but last night he just did some things that kind of where people were questioning, like, can he do this? Is he consistent enough? And last night, I mean, to be honest with you, basically won the game for Arizona against Baylor last
Mm,
night. So
okay.
really like him. Tyler Tanner, he looks like he's about 16 years old.
He
And
he he. I watched
he
Vanderbilt
does.
play Saturday.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
he was getting. I was like, who is this child?
Yeah, and the thing about it is, over at Vanderbilt has become a basketball school the last 2 years. Tyler Tanner's been a big reason why.
Mhm.
He's, young sophomore point guard, just really just know how to run a team, and he gets to it efficient. I am intrigued with him. I think if he decides to go in and Vandy can win a game or two, I think we'll see him in the first round.
Mm,
I think he's anywhere from 20 to 30. Like I said, the mock
okay.
draft is our fun.
Mm.
And number five, uh, not just because he's a personal favorite of mine, um, Christian Act Jr. Oh my goodness. I don't know if anybody got a chance. They've lost three in a row, but I don't know if anybody got a chance to watch the Iowa State game.
Mhm.
There was a possession where he went and got three offensive rebounds in one possession. And I'm going to tell you, people, just Chris Anak at his size, his age, he just turned 19 this month. His size, his age, his athleticism, his shooting touch. If you see him go in the top 10, please don't be surprised. And please, whatever team that picks him, if you're a fan of that team, don't be like, man, he only averaged this. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, right now he's averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds. But the fact of the matter is he's 7 feet and he can switch out on guards. He can switch
Yeah.
out on guards. He can literally sit down and guard, pick and roll. You can put him in different coverages, and everyone knows when you get to the NBA, this new NBA we're in, you got to be switchable. He's a switchable athlete. And like I
Man.
said, and he can shoot it. Like I said, if he goes in the top 10 and if you're part of that fan base that gets him, just know, you're going to be getting an Anthony Davis potential type of guy. Because let's remember, Anthony Davis didn't average a bunch of points at Kentucky. And Anthony Davis didn't have a great rookie year as well. He wasn't rookie of the year, if
Nope.
you guys remember that.
No.
So, like I said, he has that Anthony Davis trajectory. So that's my top 5 stock risers. Hopefully you get to see all those young men in the NCAA tournament.
Okay. Plug all the socials.
All right. So we are on Instagram 105 underscore hoops. We are on TikTok 105 dot hoops. We are on Substack at 105 hoops. And we are on Twitter, X, whatever people are calling it today, at 105 hoops. We have something dropping tomorrow as far as we have something dropping tomorrow. A little bit of little hoops IQ, little educational piece tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will be following the socials just to learn something. Like I said, it ain't just about, the draft and this is educational. It's a whole ecosystem where you can get all things basketball, you know.
Yeah, that. Before we close out the show, we're gonna have our tournament preview show. Ooh, 3 weeks from tonight. Man, I can't
Mhm.
believe we already at this point. But Les, I want you to just a quick hit. If you was betting somebody else's money, not your own, you betting somebody else's money. Not even betting.
That's more up my alley
You're
right there.
yeah, not you're not betting. You're not betting. If you had to pick, who would you say right now is the favorite to win the whole thing on the men's side?
Man, this is really I have to say this out of my mouth. I have to say this. I necessarily don't want to say this, but I'm always thinking from a logical
Yeah,
place. And my favorite player in college, well, I have three of them, but my favorite player in college this year happens to be on this team. And I'll say Duke. I am my favorite player in college basketball this year. One of them is Cameron Boozer.
yeah.
Um, I've I now that's today.
Right. This
It could
could change in 3 weeks.
it could change tomorrow. 3 weeks, it could change. It could change in 3 hours.
Yeah.
But but right but right now, I am Duke. Um, there's only the one thing that I question with Duke is if their guard play is strong enough to get to that last weekend.
Yeah.
That's my that's my hang up with them right now.
That and similar to the team they beat last weekend, and Trav, definitely jump in with your quick thought and we're gonna get up out of here.
Mhm.
It's the same question I had with Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan has, for me, Michigan got the best front court in college basketball.
Yeah.
They got the best one. But I watched the Duke game and I didn't like it. What I saw, they're not bad players. I just didn't like it what I saw from Cadeau, McKinney,
Burnett.
Burnett. I didn't like it.
I,
I
this
didn't.
is
And this is something, and we talk about guard play, which again, when we get to our turn preview in 3 weeks, we'll be deep into it. It is the, it is the, I wish I could put, Arizona's guards with Michigan's front court.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I think they tried that. I think some people might have got outbid though.
Yeah, it happens in this era. It
I
definitely
think some
happens.
people got out.
The outbidding
I
happens.
mean, it's not the only era it's happened.
It's just happening in our face now, far on the left.
Uh,
Trav, Trav, your close us out of here, man. What a quick men's thought, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Dude, it's exciting, but this name keeps popping up in the tournament each and every year he enters. This year, he may have one of the best backcourts he may ever had since 2020, 19, something like that, 2021. That doggone John Calipari at Arkansas.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who was that? When was that? Emmanuel Quickly and all them. What year was that?
COVID got in his way.
That was 20.
2020.
COVID,
That was the
2022.
COVID year.
COVID
This
got in his
backcourt he
way.
got right now with Darius Akov and Malik Thomas, it's
Yeah,
right there.
they
Don't forget about. I know the people forget about him. They put him to the back burner. DJ Wagner.
DJ has taken coming off the bench this year, coming off the bench and playing, doing well.
they
They have this one X factor though. Billy Richmond Jr.
we gonna talk about them in
The
depth in a
third.
couple of weeks.
It's two more of them.
Yes, it is.
I will say this about Arkansas. Sneak preview for the preview show.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me a lot of 1997 Arizona. A lot.
They got
They
the
got
tools.
you got Bibby, that's a cuff. Malik Thomas, Miles Simon,
Miles.
Billy Richmond, Michael Dickerson. And then you got Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
who got a lot of that. Eugene Edgerson, AJ Bramlett. Like
Then you got Ewing.
we don't want to give away the whole preview show, but Arkansas
Yes.
Arkansas is going to be a nasty like 4th seed. That's going to be real ugly. They going to if you a team like Purdue, Arkansas is a terrible matchup for a team like a Purdue. That's all and I'm gonna leave it right there because I want to give away the preview. 94 feet of life, basketball for the people, by the people. Sports 56 tomorrow. We might hear about Ham's work trip.
Be on there to hear about
Listen,
this.
Sign me up.
As Drew, what's the Drewski? What's the Drew? So we'll be back next Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Les in the building, 105 Sports. Travis in the building.
I just hope that Ham had a little fun on his work trip.
That's all I'm saying. We just hope the brother had fun and kept it safe. Basketball for the people, by the people. Signing out.